God be with you.
You'd best move along.
Let's hope the mast does the trick. A drawing of some kind of cross. They were robbing the graves. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh, rotting corpses. Eh? What's this?
He fell for it. Hey! What the?
You're the one who locked me in there?
How did you get out?
Why the fuck did you do that? Wait, you're the foreman, aren't you?
Shut up! You found Bavo, didn't you? Hand it over.
What the hell are you on about?
You know what I'm on about, Kavar. And I know he's here somewhere. Boslav Bavo.
Calm down and drop the weapon, or I'll report you to the abbot.
And how would you do that? You're not getting out of here alive. I'll rip it out of your cold, dead hands when I'm done with you. It'll look like an accident. You weren't supposed to be here. We tried to stop you.
I don't even know what you're talking.
That doesn't die. You're gonna die. I'm all yours. You're no match for us, fucker. You won't be able to take another one like that.
Let's hope the mask does the trick. They were robbing the graves.
So here you are. Now I've got you. Give up!
I surrender!
The abbot will decide, and I don't...
Take me...
Henry, I won't...
Let's hope the mask does the trick. They were robbing the graves. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh, rotting corpses. A drawing of some kind of cross.
Did he take anything? He must have been looking for something. But what? To hell with it. I'm not gonna find anything here.
Sure he found it. Fucking hell. Why is he poking his nose into this? Poking his nose into this. For sure he found it. Hey!
You're the one who looked...
Out!
Why the fuck did you... Wait,
Shut up! Hand it up!
calm down. What the hell are you on?
You know what I'm on about, Kev. I'll rip it out. It'll look like an accident.
You've completely...
That doesn't matter. You're gonna die. Ha! I'm all yours. You should have handed it over.
You wanna try me?
Die.
Take that!
You should have handed it over.
I'll get Stand it!
Let's hope the mask does the trick. They were robbing the graves. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh, rotting corpses. A drawing of some kind of cross. Hey? What's this?
It was you. Give up!
Easy! I surrender!
The abbot will decide, and I don't...
I'll cooperate.
Henry, I won't tolerate such behavior. Especially, don't you think we may not have been the knights who in you?
Let's hope the mask does the trick. A drawing of some kind of cross. They were robbing the graves. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh. Rotting corpses. Hey? What's this?
Did he take anything?
He fell for it.
He must have been looking for something. But what?
Fucking hell. Why is he poking his nose into this?
He must have been looking for something here. Huh? So here you are. Now I've got you. Surrender at once!
Make me!
Fine. You had your...
Let's hope the mask does the trick. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh, rotting corpses. A drawing of some kind of cross. Eh? What's this? They were robbing the graves.
He fell for it.
So here you are. Now I've got you. Halt!
We found it.
Let's hope the mask does the trick. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh, rotting corpses. A drawing of some kind of cross. Eh? What's this?
Fucking hell. Why is he poking his nose into this? You must have it on him. You must.
He must have been looking for something
You must
here.
know about Pablo.
Did he take anything? He must have been looking for something. But what? Damned if I know where that bastard got to. Fuck it.
What now? Wait till he falls asleep. Hey!
You're the one. Why the fuck did. Wait,
Shut up! Hand it up!
can't. What the heck?
You know what I'll rip it. It'll look like.
You've come.
That doesn't. For an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Show your stuff!
You wanna try me? Shit!
You're not getting out of here alive!
Go fuck yourself!
Show your stuff!
Shit!
No one will hear you! I'm all yours!
Fuck you! You never! Take that
No
fucker
one
out,
will hear
damn
you.
it!
Come on then!
Hey! Get him! your stuff! Fuck yourself!
You should have handed it over.
It's a slaughter! Hey, get him!
Die.
Show your stuff!
I need to get back to Albie.
there you are, you whore son.
Stop where you are. We're
There's
after
a booger
you.
in my house.
Surrender
You
at
have
once.
to catch him.
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
The abbot will just... I don't want...
You're mad.
Wait, the abbot?
That was supposed...
Enough! Show your stuff! No, you don't.
You're yielding! This is where you come from the...
I need to get back to Albi. I need to get back to Albi.
There's a burglary! Hurry!
Give up!
I surrender!
I need to get back to Albi.
Hey, you're the one they're looking for here. Give up!
I surrender!
The abbot, I'll take...
I need to get back to Albi.
Go on. I'll use them, no doubt, but they're going to rust. And when they rust, bloody hell, spit it out already. It'll all swell, crack, awful seep in, and the whole thing will rust.
So this is where they put the altar Voitor and I painted. Beautiful work. I'm sure people won't forget the name Voitor anytime soon.
You deserve a kick in the teeth for what you've done.
Hey, guard! Catfall! Where is everyone?
Christ, Albig! What happened? Christ, Albig! What happened? Are you alright?
I am, yes. But it looks like we've been robbed.
Why? And who did it, for Christ's sake?
Gentlemen, please. Keep it down. You're disturbing the patients. For God's sake. What happened here? What a mess.
What do you think? Someone was clearly looking for something.
But there's nothing of value here.
Well, actually...
Albig! You brought them here? What were you thinking?
And was I supposed to leave them unsupervised?
And? Were they stolen?
Thank the Lord, no. I still had them on me.
Can someone tell me what exactly was nearly stolen?
As you know, Henry, I spent a good part of my life at King Wenceslas's court, tending to his health. Thanks to that, I learned much about his private life, what ailed him, how and when he got injured, and what treatments I used. I recorded all my findings and methods, partly in case anyone cast doubts on them, and partly for if these detailed records were to fall into the wrong hands. I dare not imagine the consequences.
Plenty of folk would pay handsomely for them.
Or tried to steal them for that very reason. Who could have got in and made such a mess?
I was busy tending the sick. I noticed nothing.
Nor did I, I'm afraid. There's work here for 3 more physicians.
That actually made it quite easy for the culprit.
But we still don't know who to suspect.
Surely you realize the abbot himself might be interested in those records.
Father Yan? Nonsense.
Not quite well enough. When he heard you were coming, he was pressing me to persuade you to let...
But that's
exactly what I told him. The look on his...
How did he even hear about them?
Their existence is no secret. And if he ever said anything...
And the thief waited until the morning.
So, Albig isn't leaving.
Let's not jump to... Henry, go and ask Brother Benedict and Dinesh.
All right, then. I'll return to my...
Right.
Lord have mercy.
Did you see anyone go in or out of our room?
I'm not sure.
A monk?
No, it wasn't him, but hard to say.
Yeah, it's not exactly helpful, I know.
Roughly an hour.
Damn it. Never mind.
You deserve a kick in the teeth for what you've done. right, you bastard! God! Bash some sense into that fucker's head! God! Help! Stop him! Guards! God! Bash some sense into that fucker's head! There's a burglary! Hurry! It was you!
I surrender!
The abbot's in charge, so you'd bet.
Why won't we... Henry, especially, don't you think, thankfully, the knights will...
There's the lunatic!
What happened?
I am.
What? Gentle, what happened?
What did...
But the...
Well,
Ow.
and was I...
And?
Thank the... As you know, thanks to... if I...
Plan or try... Who?
I was...
Not
that act...
But sure.
Father...
Not...
But...
That's... How did he... There... And if he... And...
Let's... Henry.
Right.
Lord have mercy.
Did you see it?
I'm...
A month?
No.
Everything's upside down.
Ah, sucker. Damn it.
Good day. What do you...
Did you notice?
One of the sick men has been throwing up constantly, and I suspect another one's...
No. I need to know if anyone's been nosing around.
I spent most of my time with the vomiting one.
Someone went through our room.
And what about the...
No?
Oh, thank God. I'll go check it out.
That's the thing. Nothing was...
I...
Don't beat yourself.
Is that so?
God be with you.
Ah, there you are.
I spoke with Benedict and Dennis.
I thought so.
I might have something.
What do you mean?
I went down to the crypt, and I found open tombs and rotting corpses.
Good God!
No sign of a mass grave, though. Just individual tombs.
That's both good and bad news. At least we can now rule out the plague. But if the workers caught something from the air around those, why did they even open?
They were probably looking for something inside.
That looks like the emblem of the Kingdom of Jerusalem, even putting aside that it's sacrilege.
Nor do I. But there must be one.
What?
He was the workers' foreman. He kept going on about some Bavor. He must have thought I'd found... I tried explaining I hadn't the faintest idea.
And?
Well, I had to defend myself.
I'm at my wit's end. Under normal... Maybe we'd better keep all... That Bavor fellow. The name means nothing to me, but I'd suggest mentioning it to librarian. With luck, he'll find something in the archives that sheds some light on how it all... But best do it tomorrow.
Agreed. Let's clear...
We'll be wiser come morning.
Yapping beast. Kick its ass. You stop that, Christ! Oh, God. Fuck's sake.
Good morning, everyone. I trust you've had a decent sleep. The sick are waiting, and being tired doesn't excuse us from our duties.
All right, give me a moment. Then we'll go and check on the patients. And where's Benedict, anyway?
If I may, gentlemen. Haven't you heard? There was a fire here last night.
A fire? Here at the monastery?
The small shed by the mill house burned down, but it was probably just an unfortunate accident. Thank the Lord it's all over now.
And no one was hurt?
Well, that's the thing. No one burned, but there were 2 men in the shed. Or rather, 2 bodies.
Bodies? Whose were they, for God's sake?
That... I don't know, sir.
And how do you know they didn't die in the flames? Just because they weren't burnt to cinders doesn't prove anything.
I didn't see them, but they said there were no...
So, how did they end up there?
They were sent to be washed, but the washers...
How do you know about these signs?
No, they were only to be washed, but when the signs of illness were spotted, the abbot ordered them locked away in the hops store. Ludolf promised he'd send one of his men to guard the door.
That was highly irresponsible. Someone needs...
You want to bring them to the infirmary with the others? No. No, let them stay locked away.
Are you afraid the other sick might get even worse? At least we could have them all in one place.
Who found them? And how did he get them out?
Elijah, one of the lay brothers. He ran into the flames thinking he could save them.
And what was he doing outside in the middle of the night?
He's never been any trouble.
Was anyone else there?
No. Or at least no. I'll leave you to it now. If you need me, I'll be with the sick.
I'm going to. Disease. Fire. What next? A swarm of locusts.
First they ransacked my room, now this. I don't like it one bit.
Do you think the fire's got anything to do with what they were after in your chambers?
Who knows? I feel like someone wants us.
And are you considering it?
I thought about it for a while. But those infected...
All the more reason to...
But I can hardly go...
Don't worry.
Maybe Zacharias was right after all. You never know.
Huh? What about the corpses?
And that's what I'll do.
But Benedict said the abbot...
If he's got any sense at all, he'll understand.
Someone searched our room just a while ago. I won't have that on my conscience.
So what you're saying...
Well, I'm no physician like you, but I've learned a lot about the illness. I could say I'm your...
That won't be enough.
Then I'll explain to him the same way you did to me. So...
Anything unusual? You know well the symptoms the sick here have. If you're not sure, just try to remember what...
I'll take a look around the burned...
Good idea.
I should probably speak with the lay brother who pulled the...
Elijah, right? But be...
I can't think of...
Nor can I.
Over there. That's the way he ran.
So, here you are. Now I've got you.
Enough! I give up! The abbot will decide what to do with you, and I don't want to hear any excuses. I'll cooperate. Henry, I won't. Instead of help, I understand. I will over... Now go.
I've still got a...
I've told you what I know.
How did you find...
From the brothers who were meant to deal with the bodies. They came to fetch...
Do you know this
He's a lay brother, so I reckon he spends most...
Alright, but...
I treated him once for food poisoning.
And the other monk?
They do?
Even gossip, usually...
He drinks heavily, and before he came here, he drank away. He entered the monastery to quit, but it's...
Right.
That's probably...
That'll be all.
God be with you.
Can I...
Of course.
Thanks.
No problem.
You weren't supposed to be here. I've had enough. You're under arrest. Surrender at once.
Easy now. I surrender.
The abbot will I'll take you.
I won't
Henry, especially, don't you think we may not have been any knights in you?
Good day. Good to see you, friend.
I'm investigating the source of that illness that's been spreading around here. And I could use your learned knowledge.
I'm listening.
I came across a rather peculiar name. Boleslav Bavor. Does that ring a bell? Are there any records?
Boleslav Bavor? Long ago, just after taking my vows, I briefly looked into his legacy. There was some connection to the monastery crypt, if I recall.
Really? Because I actually came across it in the crypt.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, I ran into some labourers down there. From what I gathered, they were trying to rob some of the graves. And they were looking for Bavor, or...
By Christ.
What are you talking about?
There's a possibility that Bavor was buried here along with a certain...
What sort of relic?
I don't know exactly, but certainly some... But I can't tell you for sure right now. It's been many years. In the end, I concluded that the whole tale of the relic was...
Oh, that's a shame. It was just starting...
I'll be glad to show them to you, to examine.
You're right. The abbot ought to be told. Right now, we need to... Besides...
Still, it's a serious thing.
Of course. And now I'd like to...
Of course. And I believe Bavor's name also appeared in some old account. Here you go. Bavor's travel records about his journey through the Holy Land. And I've also found these old accounts. Feel free to study them too. I'm curious myself what conclusion you'll come to, if any.
So Bavor gave the monastery a generous donation and paid for a chapel mural painting. Let's take a look at the travel records. Oh. It really says here that he acquired a holy relic. Let's see how it continues. According to the journal, Bavor had himself buried here with his holy treasure. That sounds pretty clear. And why did Crispin think the relic wasn't real?
Well, are you still so enamored with Lord Bavor?
I read the journal. I love...
And?
And it says the relic Bavor acquired was a splinter from the true cross of Christ.
Holy Virgin! Such a sacred treasure!
And according to the book, Sir Boleslav was to be buried with the relic in the monastery crypt.
So it says in the book. I also found my old notes and remembered how it all went back then. I too searched for Bavor's grave. I even dared venture into the crypt, but despite all my efforts, I never found it.
How is that even possible?
Quite frankly, once I was convinced none of the graves belonged to Bavor, I laid the matter, but not our father Jan. This was over 20 years ago when Abbot Vitus held office. May the Lord grant him eternal peace. Together we came to the conclusion that Bavor's tale...
Why would it be made up?
The book's one thing, but there's not a single other mention anywhere. The grave... Can you think of another...
The account books mention that Bavor...
That's possible.
If he paid for it himself, there had to be a reason. And it's odd, isn't it? He sorted it all out in detail with the monastery to have his tomb here.
You're right. I never made...
And then there's the relic. If Bavor had just wanted to raise his reputation with it...
Perhaps out of vanity...
But his tale's already heroic enough without it.
Hmm?
But why would Bavor do...
If memory serves, he had some
That's mentioned in the text. But lie...
You'd be surprised how...
And what about the mural mentioned in the...
Yes, it's in one of the chapel naves.
Well, then that proves... But surely the abbot back then wouldn't have approved such a...
If the former abbot believed Bavor wasn't a liar, but a real hero of the Holy Land, I'll believe...
All the more reason...
No harm in trying.
Bavor mentions in his journal, and the account records say he gave a generous donation to the monastery.
They confirm at best that, according to the late Abbot Vitus, he might have gained... And the tale of the Holy Land was just a cover to
Well, I've never been to the Holy Land, but I've seen... And if Bavor really wanted to cover up how he got his coin, he could have built a village, built a fort... He could have done any number of smarter things than spinning a tale about...
I'm no expert in fraud. But yes.
Don't you think this whole thing is a bit... Every explanation for why Bavor would lie seems more convoluted than just acknowledging it's true.
Listening to you now, it's like hearing my younger self. And I sound exactly like Abbot Vitus. His view was that Bavor's story was fiction.
What exactly did he say?
That I should stop chasing old crusaders and focus on...
Why didn't you stand your ground?
I couldn't argue with the abbot. What he said went. And I was just alone. In time, I learned to let some things...
I'm not blaming you. But I think it's time we... And maybe we'll finally...
If that relic really does exist, and it's surfaced now, a sign of hope...
Don't get ahead of yourself. We've not even found... I'll return to the crypt.
I might have missed some. Take this and study it closely. It's a drawing of... According to this... You'll know if it's truly the... Yes, the mural in the chapel, paid for by Bavor himself, also bears his coat of arms.
Those workers, if they really were after Bavor, they only had a... But if he was buried under his family crest...
No. Yes, that could be it. Study...
Thank you.
Just be careful, please. You know the abbot's orders.
Don't worry.
And in the crypt, show respect to the eternal... What do you want?
I need to speak with Elijah.
Try the cellar. I caught sight of him sneaking down.
If you saw him, he didn't sneak.
Exactly. Till we meet again.
There's a lot of you here. Which one of you is Elijah?
What do you think you're doing?
the hell alone.
He's blind drunk. He can barely speak. Are you with me?
What is it?
We're out of schnapps. So stop whining and drink.
Oh, bloody awful stuff.
So, feeling any better?
Better? I wish. Oh, it's all coming back to me.
That's good. I need to know what happened during the night.
I don't want to talk about it. Don't make me.
I get it. You don't want to remember. I've seen some nasty things too. But sometimes it helps to talk to someone.
Well,
how did you even know?
I couldn't.
Just chance? You sure?
So what if I...
You sure you weren't? You seem smart enough not to keep... I bet you've got a knot.
All right. Maybe I did head off to the back. I should have just...
Did you see anyone?
No.
When you dragged out...
While I was pulling out the second one, other people had noticed the fire. Luckily, he saw the bodies and how I was covered in... well, the same filth they were. Then the people from the monastery came. They sent me away and...
I need to... Did you notice?
I couldn't see much. It was as dark as... and also... how to say it?
Filthy.
From shit.
Right. That can happen after death.
No, I mean, they were completely covered in it. Like someone had...
Are you sure they were already dead when you pulled them out?
Aye.
And may I ask how you knew?
When I carried them out, I thought I'd roast alive and one of them was...
Do you have any idea?
I've no idea. It was dark, I couldn't see their faces. Thank God. As it is, I'll be...
Thanks.
Wait, I have no idea what to do with myself. I thought and how did I end up? Covered in shit, face burned, and humiliated. I'd rather never step outside the door.
What are you on about?
Hardly.
Who ran into the flame?
Aye.
If not for you, they'd have burned to ash, so stop feeling sorry.
Right. Right. Hey, look, I haven't told anyone, but...
Thanks.
Didn't you hear?
It seems I've got a bit lost. Just take me away.
Come on then, and be more careful next time.
happen. And in the house of the Lord, no less. Let mine just... Down there, I don't fancy reporting more losses to Marvel Scott. Someone really is skulking around. It'll land on our heads, either way. Hey! What?
Hey, what are you wandering around here for?
It seems I've got a bit lost. Just take me away.
Come on then, and be more careful next time.
Hey, get out of here! We're under quarantine, didn't you hear?
It seems I've got a bit lost. Just take me away.
Go on then, and be more careful next. What's this? What? You weren't supposed to be here.
It seems I've got a bit lost. Just take me away.
Come on, then. And be more careful next time.
I believe in God, the Father Almighty. The start of Bavor's journey. That's probably Venice and Jerusalem. Look at that. Bavor's crest. This must be it.
What?
The King of Cyprus, Knight Bavor, and his relic. Though that shield looks a bit different than the one in Crispin's sketch. Almost the same, only on the mural it's got that inner scutcheon added. They gave a lot of space to Bavor's crest and his elevation, likely at the knight's own request, and the crest's all in one, with an angel and the relic. That must mean something. This wall at the back looks odd, and this looks like the tomb of some past abbot. Maybe even Heinrich. Nice. Looks more like an abbot's tomb from the carving. Good thing. I'll be shifting that rubble for days on my own. This one's rather worn down. I think I can make out the abbot's symbol. Bavor's crest. So it's true. What? That's not Bavor. I need to tell Crispin. Bloody hell. God have mercy on your soul. Looks like this one was shadowing me in the crypt. But how the hell did he get into the monastery?
correspondence? There might be a mention there. That's not my place. The abbot handles those records himself.
Brother Crispin?
Henry, I searched through the archives again to see if I might still find... And you're searching the...
I dared, and I found a walled-off...
What? I'd never heard...
Maybe he kept it from you on purpose.
Where are you going with this? Why would he do that?
Just thinking aloud, really. But at least it explains why you couldn't find Bavor's sarcophagus all those years ago.
Well, at least now I don't feel quite so foolish. But if there was a sarcophagus, was there also... you know?
No. I was hoping, but I don't think it's that simple. There's a sarcophagus with Bavor's crest, but Bavor isn't the one lying in it.
What? You...
I had to know. Judging by the robes, I'd say it's an abbot or some other high-ranking cleric.
Good lord, that's truly strange.
And do you know what's even stranger?
Watching?
He was some armed fellow, but definitely not one of Ludolf.
Holy Virgin, an armed stranger?
I've no idea. There's not much we can do about it now anyway. Best thing is to solve this...
So, you're saying you found a sarcophagus?
Exactly. I was kinda hoping you might come up with an explanation.
Explanations do... It's possible Bavor was never buried here.
What do you mean, not buried here?
Until we find the body, we can't be certain. The travel record...
There was his coat of...
Yes, which would support my second theory.
But why would anyone move him? Isn't that against God's will or something?
There are reasons for it. They're internal matters of the monastery.
That sounds mighty suspicious to me.
I assure you...
Then explain it to me.
To be laid to rest in the monastery crypt near the altar is the best one can hope for the soul of the departed. Normally such places are reserved for abbots, but this privilege can be granted to others in rare cases.
That would explain why Bavor might be buried there, but not why he isn't.
I'm getting to that. A place of such honor may be... But if the person has been dead for a long time, then it's possible the body may be moved to make way for a deceased abbot or a potential new benefactor.
It's dreadful.
I agree. But as someone once said, in a land of merchants, it's... Still, the deceased isn't simply tossed aside. He's respectfully moved to another resting place. Just not as...
Right. So where could they have moved?
Most likely to the consecrated field next to the monastery, or the graveyard by the infirmary.
Hang on. That and I can't even get in there now.
God be with you, Henry. I hope you...
I saw that mural of Bavor you spoke of.
Huh?
That Bavor crest. In them seems to be the elevated version, as mentioned in the travel records, with the inner scutcheon. There's also an angel. It looked to me like Bavor had...
I must have missed that. Or perhaps I've...
Indeed.
Bavor clearly put a great... That depiction isn't just a coincidence or some artist's fancy.
I'll ponder it on my way to the infirmary grave. Kitty! Kitty! Only a madman would drag them this way. Someone would have seen something. I need to go another way. No. Only a madman. Would drag them this way. Someone would have seen something. I need to go another way. Bit neglected, but otherwise a nice place for one's final rest. I hope I find Bavor here, so I don't have to search the whole consecrated field. A humble grave. Doesn't look like Bavor's. Going by the crest, this was someone noble, but not Bavor. Who knows who lies here? Let's not disturb them. Nobleman. You must have had luck, or a purse full of groschen to be buried within monastery walls. May the Lord Christ watch over your house, brave sir. All these dead are starting to make me uneasy. Memento Mori. Master Bavor! Where are you hiding? What did I expect? Another unmarked grave. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up in one like this myself, and in a far worse place. Boleslav's crest! At last! Let's hope its lord lies somewhere nearby. back. And the rest. I hope this is it. The armor, the crest, the sword. It has to be him. The valiant knight Boleslav Bavor. May his soul rest in peace. Only no sign of the relic. But then again, the mural showed that in his scutcheon in his crest. Forgive me, Master Bavor. You won't be needing it anymore. My God. A crusader's sword that saw the Holy Land. A true honor. Let's see if I understood it right. By all the saints. Praise be to thee, Almighty Lord, and praise be to thee, merciful Christ, who suffered on the cross for us. Thank you for remembering us sinners in this time of trial, and for letting me find this treasure.
Amen. Nice choice, lad. And I'll be taking that treasure.
Who sent you?
That's no longer your concern. Get him! Take the relic from him!
I'll kill you.
He won't get me! Show what you're made of!
Right between the eyes.
Amen. Nice choice. Last words, and I'll be taking that treasure.
Who sent you?
That's no longer your concern. Get him! Take the relic from him! Get him! You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit! Show what you're made of! Yeah, fuck that!
I got word there was a fight here. What in the Virgin Mary's name happened?
Where the hell were you?
Stimmt. I regret it.
What other side?
That's a very grave matter. We'll take you to the brothers will. I'll look around a bit more. I hate to interrupt you, Grace, but something's happened that urgently requires your attention.
Did you bring more news from Masters Albic and Zacharias? How fare our sick?
No, my lord. I've brought Henry here because we apprehend there was a fight. 3 men were killed.
Boleslav Bavor? I was just telling His Grace about him. The relic. Was it there?
Sadly not. Brother Crispin doubted the relic's existence from the beginning.
But yes, we were chasing it.
Truly?
I speak the truth. I had to be sure. That's the only reason I disturbed, but I swear.
But what about the open
It was empty. I'd have missed it myself, if not for the mural in the church. Either the relic was never there, but I'd say it was just a myth. If a relic like that ever came...
I've never heard anything of the sort.
Nor I. I searched high, and it seems unlikely Bavor could have placed a relic.
Then that...
Security in the monastery is your responsibility.
Please accept my apology. The grounds are vast and complex. I take full responsibility and...
Very well. Now, please, escort Henry to...
Well, here we are. The Lord be with you, Henry.
I went to Brother Crispin, the librarian, to ask about Bavor and that Jerusalem cross.
You did well. But I take it you didn't come across any groundbreaking...
Surprisingly, we did. There's a travel record in the monastery, and according to it, he ought to be buried. I've got a hunch those workers might have... As I dug deeper, I found that Bavor...
Considerate of you.
In the end, I found not only Bavor's grave...
Henry.
It's a splinter...
Praise the Lord. And especially now, given the circumstances. Perhaps...
Sadly, it's not all good news. I was attacked at Bavor's grave by armed men who were after the relic.
How did they get in? And how did they even know about it? Ludolf's men were supposed to keep not so much as a mouse from slipping through.
Someone was watching me earlier in the crypt when I was looking for Bavor's grave.
By all the saints. If
there's nowhere in the monastery that at least the abbot and Ludolf are aware. So Ludolf's...
And...
I managed to keep it hidden. Somehow it didn't feel right.
I don't know if that was wise, but let's hope it all becomes clear.
Oh, Christ!
Albie?
What is it?
Thanks. Can I?
Of course.
Thanks.
No problem.
Good day. What do you...
God be with you.
I hope someone pays for a record. Senseless now.
What? What? You aren't supposed to be here.
It seems I've got a bit lost. Just take me away.
Go on then, and be more careful next time.
I hope someone pays for a record mess. Another senseless death.
Was ist los? Looking for something?
It has to be me standing over...
Huh. Strange.
What?
What?
Shoo, you flea bag! Why do you keep sniffing about? Go on, kick! Huh? Go on, find your master. Hmm? Hmm? What was that? And don't... I heard it coming from here. Nothing, I suppose.
Right then, where to begin? I'll start with the younger one. Muscle stiff, but the body looks supple. What's that in his hair? Ugh. Better mind my fingers. Rigor mortis is wearing off. He can't have been dead more than a few hours. He vomited up his guts before he died. Just like that old... It's all clumped together. Looks like flour. Yeah, it's flour. Ugh. Bruising, some dried blood, but no broken bones. Those bruises are odd. Regular. Almost perfectly. Looks like cupping marks. He's young, but his hand looks like hard lead. And 2 workers did go missing. I don't see anything odd here. Just his back and hips are badly scraped. No. A few old scars. Gravel embedded in both knees. Barely dried. Could it have leaked out after death? Mixed with bowel contents. Bloody diarrhea. Like with the infection. Now for the older one. Pale, sunken eyes, missing some teeth, though that might just be age. But that hole in his head is someone's doing. Small, round, clean, like it was drilled. I've heard of that method before, used in cases of unbearable headache or seizures. But who'd try that outside the infirmary? Completely stiff. Clenched tight. Like he was ready for a fight. Rigor mortis well advanced. Died long before the fire. Skin's badly scratched. And there's a thorn stuck here. Maybe a rose? Stiff as a board. But no broken bones. Back and shoulders all scratched up. And around his neck and chest he's got red... Those blotches look familiar. They're a bit like the ones on that old confessor. Knees are scraped and scarred. He must... Well, what's clear is they didn't. More likely, they succumbed to the infection. Either way, it wasn't a cold-blooded murder. Someone tried to treat them. Brutally, but still. And someone must have hauled the bodies into that shed. It might be possible to trace where they came. Overturned sacks, soaked ground, so that's why the dead man had flour in his hair. That's one deep rut. Whoever dragged them, the poor wretches gave him a rough time. Torch? Damn, this wasn't an accident. Someone torched the shed to cover their tracks. At least this grill is here. Now I get what Elijah was talking about. Ugh. Ugh. That's disgusting. There's no other way. A cart and rose bushes. If he dragged them through the ditch, no wonder they were in such a state. Wheel tracks, headed that way towards the gate. This way won't work. I'll have to find another route. Something's jammed in the lock. There's no way I can pick it. Locked, damn it. Nah, it's hopeless. I can't get it open. The tracks are clear. That cart was bloody heavy. Cart tracks lead to the herbalists. Maybe Joachim knows more. Poor beast. Who did this to you? What in damnation is going on?
You said they were better. Were you lying or just that stupid?
They took a turn for the worse. It came out of nowhere. And there was no saving them.
And those books I got for you. You've half the monastery's library in here. Did you even bother looking at them?
I read every one. But I told you 100 times, I am not a physician. I don't know what you all expected from me.
You were supposed to use your head, damn it. Now everyone and their dog is sniffing around here.
I couldn't just...
I thought I made myself clear. They stay here, you don't leave, and nobody must know a thing.
But what was I supposed to do? Your master...
Provided you with everything you needed and paid you generously. Or am I wrong? What about that fire? Were you just covering your ass, or planning to rat on us too?
They were infected. For the sake of everyone in the monastery, I did what had to be done.
Doing what has to be done. For everyone's sake. Dennis!
Why?
Now you're going to get it!
Could Elijah have lost it here?
You'll all die here. You won't say... A bit anyway. Useless.
Cart tracks lead to the herbalists. Maybe Joachim knows more. Poor beast. Who did this to you? What in damnation is going on there?
I don't know.
Why?
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of
Elijah
shit!
have lost it here.
Christ! My head!
Is it really worth it to you?
Did you?
He's gone. Hold on. I'll fetch help.
Don't trouble yourself, son. But please, stay.
No. No, I'll run for Albie.
Pray with me. The Lord will soon welcome me.
All right. But I need to ask you something first.
Yes.
Why did you set the shed alight?
Get rid of them? No. But should they rot and...
Did you try to treat those...
I did my best. On the orders of Master Zacharias. I tried everything, but either the sickness had advanced too far, or I
All right.
Our Father...
Oh, Christ, go with God. It's hopeless. I can't get it open.
To your health, my friend. Hopefully the worst is behind us.
May not a drop go to waste.
You rats! Hey! Henry! It was his fault those two died. He was the first to know about the epidemic, and he tried to keep everything hushed up. He blackmailed the herbalist to hide them and treat them at his place. And when those bodies were found, what did he do? He sent that lackey of his to get rid of him.
Joachim is
dead. And that Dinesh of yours too.
So now you kill me?
Give me just one more reason. Albik, what is it?
If I were you, I'd hold back a while. For everyone's sake.
You poisoned him? Why?
Calm down. He's still breathing.
What do you mean, still?
Whether he survives is up to you, and whether you're finally willing to cooperate.
I thought you and Albik were friends. He never did any...
Albik may not realize it, but half his shining reputation is thanks next to someone young and inexperienced. You saw it yourself. Even the Right Reverend didn't trust me. Me, royal physician to King Sigismund. But once Master Albik showed up, suddenly everything was different. And all he had to do...
So you only pretended to be his friend? Or... Speak, traitor. What...
I want Albik's closely guarded records on the treatment of King Wenceslas.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb. Albik spent a lot of time with him. I want to know what he wrote down.
So... it was you who turned our chamber upside down?
Me? No. That was Dinesh.
You swine. Albik confided in you that he had...
I was hoping to frighten him. Maybe he'd give them to me, so I need you to...
And if I bring you the record?
Not so fast. There's one more thing. Apparently, somewhere in this monastery, there's a relic from the Holy Land, brought here years ago by a knight.
And that's what those workers were after. But they failed.
Morons.
You're not talking about Sir Valentine's sword, are you?
No. I'm talking...
So you mean there's more than one relic hidden here in the...
How should I know? Either way, if you want Albik, you'll put in the work and find that grave. Or rather, once you've got the relic and the records, come to the church. And one last piece of advice. Hurry. The substance acts...
And what's to stop me grabbing you by the neck?
The fact I'm not a fool. I haven't got the ant. Meanwhile, Albik will, if he's to survive...
You miserable bloody...
I expected...
Henry, the records, they're behind scales.
What? What scales? Albik? can't just hand the real records over to Zacharias. Benedict?
Is it about Master?
You've already seen him.
I heard groaning and thought I'd better check his room. He couldn't tell me.
Albic isn't infected.
Poison?
Could you take care of him? I need...
Of course.
Actually, one more thing. Does the phrase...
Scales. Well, it's a symbol of justice. The Archangel Michael is often depicted on Judgment Day holding scales. Why do you ask?
Albic whispered it to me. I hoped he was trying to give me a clue, only with the curfew, he... No unless, Benedict. I'm running out of...
All right, sorry. Albic did actually leave once.
Really?
He wanted to speak personally with the Right Reverend Father Jan.
But he's been warning us all...
I thought it strange too.
Even so.
Excuse me.
God be with you. God be with you.
Records.
here.
There are scales here, too. In the hand of Archangel Michael. Those are the records. Lord Almighty. Thank you. Goodness. No wonder Albert guarded them so closely. There's a lot here that could be used against the king.
Fuck is that stink? Huh? Oh, who stinks here? If you
Crispin, I wanted to thank you.
It was not only an honor, lad.
And for that very reason, behind those workers, the armed men who ambushed me in the grave.
By all the saints.
The worst possible way. He poisoned Master Albic, and will let him die unless I give him Bavor's relic. That's what he was after all along.
Merciful Christ, be with us. Such treacherous villainy. But wait a moment. You told the abbot you hadn't found the relic.
Yes, that was a lie. Forgive me. I thought it would be better to keep it to myself. So Albic and I could... But we can still put it all right. I just wanted you to know that...
Then go, quickly, and say, may Albic's life be spared.
I've got a bit of an...
That doesn't surprise me.
Well, if I wanted to make a book... Brother, I'm speaking to... In my studies, I came across certain writings with rather intriguing ideas.
A most noble idea. You must make sure to choose matching cover. If you have the original in front of you...
Covers... part...
That I truly don't know. Here in the library, perhaps in town, some scriptoriums might be better equipped.
Scriptoriums? So, how to go about it? These records should definitely resemble the original as closely as possible, so they look right at first glance. How would such a document begin, I wonder? In the records I've read, Albic didn't address the king directly and kept things factual. Albic would surely write to the king with great reverence. Well, what next? I suppose I should get straight to what's troubling. The records mention... I heard the king's got a cough. What would Albic have... A nettle poultice works wonders. Plenty of... Right. That's about... Sigismund is surely wondering why... And Albic knows that King Wenceslas... Well, I could write something like, he's got... After all... Right, that's sorted. Something clever in Latin? What about a sound mind? Well, hopefully that'll do.
dick. I heard something. Did I imagine it?
Plead with Christ to have mercy on us. Turn away his wrath from us, and forgive his sinful children. Amen.
What is it? Did you drop something?
Oh, we're under quarantine. Did you hear? Knock me down.
It seems I've got a bit lost. Just take me away.
Come on, then. And be more careful next time.
What? Hey, what are you wandering around here for?
It seems I've got a bit lost. Just take me away.
Do you have it? It's good to see you keep your word.
I hope you'll do the same.
You did the right thing. It'd be a shame to let someone like Albec die so... disgracefully. But first things first. Do you have the relic?
I do. Here it is.
Christ. Truly. Dear God. It's unbelievable. Sigismund, he... Yes, but... Also... Hand me the records.
I want the antidote first. A fair exchange.
Touching, but you're not the one in charge here.
There. Let's hope they're worth the hellish torment you've got coming.
That fit. But this... Albic wrote this? Did you tamper with those records? Tear out pages? Add anything?
Why would I? You'd have seen through it straight away anyway. I, who not long ago couldn't even write, forged the Master's records. Well enough to fool a learned man like you.
Then Albic must have done something to them. That'd be just like him. Bloody hell. But in that case, he mustn't die before I can speak with him.
Get up!
Men, hold them back!
Stop this madness! This is the house of God!
The door's open. This way. Damn. Locked. But where am I supposed to find the key now? Oh, damn it. Where now? Mercy! I surrender!
Don't play games with me! Fight! Show your stuff! You can shut that up! Hey, get him!
I'm all yours!
Give up! It's over.
You. If it wasn't for you, none of this would have happened!
But what?
But we can still fix this. We can still help everyone!
I don't believe a word you say. Give me that antidote and surrender.
And then what? You take the only thing you need, and then you kill me, like you did Dinesh. Or you arrest me, and you hand me over to Sigismund! You know very well what you'll do to me.
This has to stop. Enough people have died already. Now give me that antidote.
I can't. I can't disappoint Sigismund again. I'd rather take my chances with you.
I surrender. Enough.
Zacharias.
At last. Peace. Ironic, don't you think?
Why? Why all this?
I had no choice. Sigismund. I couldn't fail him again.
What's Sigismund got to do with it?
I couldn't help him. And he doesn't forgive failure. Not in himself.
Why did you want the relic?
Would have secured with God's help. Perhaps Sigismund would finally succeed.
What was it you could...
That's between...
Don't you want to ease? So you could find... Maybe not. Don't you want to be rich?
No. So... If
Sigismund is...
Their whole line is cursed with it. Well... And Albec... No...
Why did you want Wenceslas?
Don't you get... I wanted to know how Albec treats Wenceslas. His infertility. And Sigismund would certainly appreciate it if I told him all the secrets. Maybe then...
Give me the answer.
Don't worry.
If there's anything else you...
I'd like to.
Here. This'll ease the pain.
Thank you.
So what was it you wanted to tell me?
I didn't want any of this to happen.
You've already said that.
I mean all of it. Even before the Sigismund, I was so happy when he made me his court physician. I was so grateful to Albec. Then, when he found out I knew, he kept asking, and then he didn't. Oh, I didn't want.
Why are you telling...
So you'll live better than I did.
Your time has come.
Will you?
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. Amen.
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 Just a few days at the infirmary, almighty. Learned more than in a whole year. Hardship, a man finds hours.
Henry, your words please me. But you're wrong. I may have helped. I can't imagine how it all would have...
You should be grateful to Lord Pisek.
You're right.
You're thinking of Zachar.
How could I have been?
Well, he was your friend, after all. Did you really know him as well as you thought?
Did I know him well? It was I who recommended him to Sigismund to be appointed his personal physician. I handed Zacharias straight the venomous vipers writhing at the feet of the self.
We probably should have expected it.
Time will tell.
What will you do now?
Yes, just as soon as I get that letter of recommendation from Father Jan.
I think he owes you that, after everything you've done for the monastery.
Unwillingly. But it still makes...
Sigismund is holding Wenceslas in Vienna. Will you...
I promised Father Jan I'd accompany him to an important council meeting soon. And...
Well, there's still plenty of...
Be glad.
I'll go and speak.
I won't keep you.
It was an honor to...
Likewise, Henry.
Such talk won't harm them or Albert. I won't judge or punish anyone.
Christ, what? God be with you.
Herzlich willkommen.
Sir.
Yes?
I just wanted to ask.
My journey to Bohemia originally had a different goal. The Order has interests all throughout Europe. We are seeking support. Capable men and supplies for Eastern... I had plans to deal with certain nobles instead of diplomatic negotiations so that we can support the abbot and prevent the monks seek order and discipline in their faith and work. We...
What is your order?
Our order, the Brothers of the German House of Saint, we spread the Christian faith among nations that have not yet been baptized. And we administer from our stronghold in Marienburg. We spread the...
What is the history?
The order was founded in the Holy Land more than 3 centuries ago as a hospitaller. Pope Celestine III confirmed us at the time. And thanks to the Golden Bull of Rimini from Emperor Frederick II, that was the beginning of our mission. To bring faith, and there we built a state stretching from Prussia to Livonia. With God's grace, but also with papal bulls but our role was not only military. We founded cities, settled wastelands, and spread order through monasteries. And to this day, we...
Sir, does that mean I could...
Ha ha! It's... First of all, you must be from Germany. Or at least...
Well,
I understand. And second of all...
I have to be...
That is right. But even if you are not... They are not subject to such strict rules of poverty, cleanliness, or obedience.
Where does the order get it?
Our wealth comes from gifts, especially from generous nobles and we manage vast estate. Military campaigns bring us new, whether through trade, farming, or...
I'd like to donate...
I'm glad to hear that. God...
Here.
Thank you. Every bit of help counts. And this way you are supporting not only the order...
What's going on in Poland?
Tensions are rising. The Poles and Lithuanians are beginning to unite under the rule. Although the Lithuanian Grand Duke Vytautas formally accepted Sigismund promises us support, but his position is weak. However, if diplomatic
Your name, sir?
Perhaps you have heard of Saint Ludolf. He vehemently defended the church's right. Our order is now in a I therefore often pray.
How does your...
We are divided into knights born into noble families, priests for spiritual administration, and servant brothers for ensuring the smooth running of the entire order. At the head stands the Grand Master, elected by the chapter. Under him, the provincial master for Prussia and Livonia. Our order is based on obedience, poverty, and purity, but ambition is also important. Our strongholds, such as Marienburg, are hubs of power and trade. The military structure is strict. From foot soldiers to heavy cavalry, everyone is subordinate to a single commander. But we are not just warriors, but custodians as well. Our laws apply to everyone, from farmer to bishop.
Whom Almighty God saw fit to grant us as protector, shield us still from sickness and
Today I cleaned the last bed in the infirmary.
I could do with a beer. Saint Sebastian.
Not even for me, you hear?
Be done unto me according to my will. For the word was made flesh.
How are you feeling, Valerie?
Better now. I can breathe again. And the rash is gone too.
I'm glad to hear that. Your brother
But the real credit for your healing goes to Master Ulbik.
In the end, it all turned out well. And that mangy bastard...
Valerie, mind...
Damn, he was... a rotten...
I'll tell you.
What? So...
Aye. He was watering down the monastery
Plague tape.
Valerie!
What?
Don't worry.
Thanks, Henry.
She's right. A lot of us wouldn't...
Couldn't we bury Blazena a bit more ceremoniously?
Was it not Master Elbeck and his assistant who saved us?
Do you not see God's plan in that, brother?
Yes.
Of course. Treasures in barrels of
How am I supposed to do that?
Greetings to you, Henry. You have...
I did what I could. Without you, I'd never have found the...
Thank you.
What'll happen with
See for yourself. For now, we've set it into the cross. And if there's coin to spare, I might even have our story...
I'm not sure I did. What will you do now?
I think I'll go through the archives and start unraveling another old mystery.
Oh, Crispin. Is that a joke?
I do.
It's been good to meet...
And you. Though we met in a time... There's a spark in you. Thanks to you, I've started thinking about things a bit...
Well...
Thanks.
Could you...
Of course. Besides...
I'd like to look...
There's no...
Till we meet again.
I'm sorry?
Precisely because of it. That is why. And anyway, can you still laugh? After all we've been through? I don't know.
There you have it.
You pig. It's you!
My name is Henry.
Yaroslav. He might be. And for the fact the Right Reverend didn't cast us out. He could have exposed...
With all my heart.
Henry. Yaroslav...
His book? I thought it was out.
Why should I talk...
If we hadn't been meeting in secret...
Yaroslav...
Weren't you listening, Henry?
It wasn't. If anyone's to... If Yaroslav doesn't finish this book, then it too will be... And with the book, even the little that...
Thank you, Henry. I'll finish that book.
I hope you know what you're doing.
So, how are your wounds?
Ah, it was nothing. Could have gone a lot worse.
Death doesn't choose.
We were lucky.
Our good friend of...
Aye.
I prefer a difference.
And he who...
About that...
Yes?
Oh, I haven't had a...
Then get... I'm wondering when we'll finally...
About that...
Yes?
Can you
They were carrying me along the path by the pond. It was near that...
All right.
Thanks, Henry.
A site for pilgrimage.
That would be a wise course. And its fame would spread far beyond these lands.
Careful.
I could do with a beer.
Maybe Ludolf will let us into the town now. We'll hit the baths, then straight to the hole.
I suppose you're getting ready.
I'd like to...
Of course. You and God knows how many brothers would... That wouldn't have happened if you hadn't found the...
Will I be allowed to... What will become of the monastery?
Still, we'll feel its... Once the people here... We were struggling already.
But the relic we found...
If it's true...
You don't believe it?
I'm just being cautious. I don't want to insult the sacrifice.
Suppose I'll be...
Hopefully, we'll meet...
Saint Sebastian, we thank you for your protection.
Father.
You?
Wait, here...
God...
Zacharias poisoned Master Albich.
God... What?
Because he wants to trade Albich's life for the records on King Wenceslas's treatment, and on top of that, so...
You mean that Bava relic you swore blind wasn't?
Yes, Father. Everything that's happened here, I beg you, Father, for forgiveness.
A true sacrifice. And you, tell me, from the beginning, so I understand.
It all began in that crypt, but...
They were supposed to fix the
Zacharias bribed them. He'd heard that Bavor was buried here. The workers were meant to find Bavor's...
That is sacrilege. That crypt...
And in the process, they
So the illness...
Master Albich kept...
God forgive...
Well, Zacharias hid the first 2 sick workers with Joachim, who he blackmailed into caring for them in secret. He treated them as best he could, but their symptoms worsened. When they were found...
Oh, God in heaven.
Well, I tried to stop him. I ran back to the... But by then, Zacharias had already been poisoning his wine for some time.
And
He actually laughed in my face. He wants Bavor's relic. The exchange is to take... Please, Father Jan. Albich sees you as a friend.
From what you've said, I gather you...
I suspected you. Even I wasn't sure for a long... I meant to tell you everything.
I'll do everything in my power. I shall entrust you with the relic. But
thank you for your trust.
From this moment, the curfew no longer applies to you. The knight's at my door, and do speak to Sir Ludolf.
Thank you again.
You can thank me later.
God be with you.
Excuse me.
Rejoice, brother, in this new...
You're not supposed to be here.
Careful!
What are you doing here? It hasn't been safe around here as of late.
Sir Ludolf.
Words already reached me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
There's a chorus ready.
Thank you. Aye. This could come in handy. Well, unless Zacharias has a hand cannon hidden somewhere.
God bless.
See you later!
Here, Mutt!
Quick!
Oh, excuse me.
Axes! Strong axes! Twice tempered!
You won't believe it. The whole village burned to the ground. Just a few days' walk from here. You have to hear this. In silver
Careful.
scallops, they say.
Service is kind of slow today.
An ale!